I created the melody in my iPad, the fast iPad, the iPad 2020 2.9 with the 1 terabyte, and it was much faster to deal with the MIDI tracks that take up a lot of RAM and a lot of file space and power to run, and crashes my smaller iPad. But the smaller iPad is hooked up to the speakers, and the speakers have the bass, and it's much better to bounce down your MIDI tracks anyway. So since I bounced them down, I turned it into a sample that we can now use to create our finished product beat. So now we have to pull up this sample here, and the samples are available in the sample directory under, there it is. It sound pretty close to what I did, 16 bars of a sample. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this sample and we can actually pull the sample directly into our sampler. And what I'm gonna do is, since it's already 16 bars, I'm gonna use a slice mode, auto slice, and split it into 16s. So now, if I want, so you see the sample is spread over these 16 pads, and I gotta make sure my BPM is correct, because I see on this new file, we have to make sure our BPM is correct. And I think I had it at 140 or 150. I think I went to 150. But we can easily look at the sample and see that it is at 160. So let's go to 160. That's what the sample is at. So it'll all be on beat. I'm having fun because I always wanted to do this particular thing, what I'm doing right now. I never did it. I just watched a tutorial about it just to make sure I was doing it right, about the slicing, about the sampling. And I'm doing it, I'm figuring it out as you see right before your eyes, right here, right now. How the sound itself, the sample is split into 16 pieces each bar. And the sample is spread. I have it spread over these 16 pads. So as long as I press the pads in order and just go up the scale, if I press them on beat, it'll be the sample that I originally made. But because it's cut up, I can change the order in which a certain part plays and go up the scale and cut the whole sample in half by going up the scale or even go down. I'm fucking around, but basically I got the sample in, and what I could do now is record. I'ma just, matter of fact, I'ma just leave it like it is. I ain't gonna mess with it. I'ma leave it just how it is. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it just how it is. I'm gonna leave this sample just how it is, and we can just rock with it, just like this. But what we could do, since it's not a MIDI track no more, we can add an audio effect, audio unit, Pro Q2. It's another plugin where prefer it. There's a lot more plugins. Gotta be mindful too that coming out of these speakers that I'm playing this out of, it's not gonna sound like this. So that's why I have my trusty earphones near. So for a second, I pop them in. I trust the earphones a little better. Cause I mean I could turn these speakers all the way up, but just so y'all can know what's going on. It is 4 in the morning though, so I don't want to be too ridiculous with it. At the same time, we're doing things. We're making things happen, so it's like, let's make things happen. And I like how that sound there. So with that sample, supposed to be going to 16. It wasn't going to 16, it was going to 15. And now that it's going to 16, it's going to start sounding how it's supposed to. So with that, we're going to add another track. And this is where, it might get a little more interesting. When we start to add these different, components. When I go into my Bolo the Producer kit, let's start with our closed hats. Let's find us a closed hat. Set the tempo with that. I drop that in there, and I use a roll here in this toolkit.